These men are crazy. They're relentless. They're ruthless.
So we're living in a weird time right now where a lot of people seem to be lonelier than ever, especially romantically. Everybody's meeting in person less and less, and everyone seems to hate dating apps as well. Both men and women. I personally have mixed feelings about them. I think the apps could be useful for certain things. But with that said, you'd think it'd be better if everyone were to start socializing in person more and having the courage to put themselves out there and shoot their shot. But today we're going to be taking a look at a woman who went on a rant about a guy who respectfully approached her. This was so unacceptable that she made a whole video about it and posted it online. So without further ado, let's take a look.
Oh my god. These men are crazy. They're relentless. They're ruthless. I'm in Whole Foods, right? And I'm shopping in the cosmetics section because I like to decompress, okay? And while I'm in there, this guy comes and stands next to me and he's holding shampoo and conditioner and he's looking at what I'm looking at. And then he's like, do you have a moisturizer recommendation? Like, I was told I need a moisturizer, which already I'm like, a woman told you need a moisturizer, because your homeboys are definitely not saying, hey buddy, you're looking a little crusty, you might need a moisturizer. So I'm like, okay, red flag, whatever.
Why is everything a red flag nowadays? I feel like that's got to be one of the most overused terms you hear now. It's like one of those Reddit or TikTokisms. Everything is a red flag now, apparently. The only red flag I'm seeing here is you ranting away alone in your car over some guy who spoke to you. A guy who, so far, it just sounds like he tried making innocent conversation. Like, sure, he used the moisturizer to talk to you, but didn't really do or say anything outright creepy or weird, Also, the way she started this video, these men are crazy, they're relentless, they're ruthless. Like, you'd think she'd be talking about some crazy man who said some horrible, weird shit to her or something, but rather it was just some guy who asked about moisturizer. Bit of an overreaction, much like, my god, what's going on here? Is this mental illness?
Moisturizer, which already I'm like, a woman told you need a moisturizer, because your homeboys are definitely not saying, hey buddy, you're looking a little crusty, you might need a moisturizer. So I'm like, okay, red flag, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know, you don't want to ask me. Meanwhile, I'm like looking at all the mad hippie shit, right? And so he's standing there, he's like, I like your tattoos. That's really why I came over to talk to you. I saw you over there. And I was like, oh, so you're following me. And he was like, whoa, I'm not following you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So then he was like, you really don't have a moisturizer recommendation? So I show him the Mad Hippie and I go, this is literally the moisturizer that I use every single day. This is my favorite. And he picks it up. He's like, all right, I'll take a recommendation. And then he walks away. I just had a feeling, did a circle around the block. The moisturizer that he had taken, he had circled back when I went around the corner and put it back. Okay, you little freak.
See, this is the kind of video that's just going to discourage a lot of guys from shooting their shot and, work up their courage to talk to a girl. Like in the story she's describing, you have this guy who by all means wasn't creepy, wasn't weird, didn't say anything out of pocket, and just took the rejection with no incident. I really don't know why that deserved a whole video of you shaming the guy and men as a whole, calling them crazy, ruthless, relentless. Because what, someone simply spoke to you and shot their shot? The only thing I would have changed about this guy's approach would be to just go in direct. Go in with a compliment. Like, maybe someone might disagree with me, but I don't know. There's something that feels a little disingenuous about approaching someone and talking about something else with an ulterior motive. But even then, this guy still sounded respectful, and it's just very fucking weird to completely shame and slander someone for just shooting their shot. This is an extremely harmful video, more than it looks. And again, I'd understand if a guy is actually being creepy and won't leave you alone or something, but I just don't understand why you'd shame a guy who respectfully approached you and then took rejection without an issue. Granted, I think this guy did dodge a bullet, because just the way she's talking here with that manic stare and the hand gestures is a little off-putting. Scary.
There is literally nothing more offensive than when you go to the bar and the dirtiest little troll comes up to you. I do not want it. This keeps me up at night.
Such a nice, kind, classy attitude right there. Really rejecting that person with grace, huh? Some dude works up the courage to approach her and she roasts the poor guy. He's a little troll. Like, this is fucking brutal, man. But there's some brutal truth here, no matter how nasty this video is. At the end of the day, a lot of people don't want to be approached by someone they're not attracted to. It's almost like an insult, in a sense. And the funny thing is, if all you're being approached by is these ugly trolls, like it sounds like she is in her case, then that means that that's probably about your level. Someone even made a video in the responses on what she'd look like if she was a guy.
What's your name?
I don't have a name. I was born without a name.
You know what a name?
Yeah.
I'll give you a name. Beautiful. Oh. Funny, yeah.
No.
Okay, so the guy's approach was a little corny, for sure. I mean, she's clearly not interested at all, didn't give him a single sign she was. But at the same time, I don't know if there's anything outright creepy or weird here. I mean, the guy asked for your name, he called her beautiful, and it sounds like this was in some kind of nightlife environment, so pretty typical. I still think it's a little much to whip your phone out and start making a video out of the whole thing because a guy approached you. Recording mid-approach as well, so you could get people on TikTok to laugh at him. Like, is there no sense of class and grace here? I mean, I'd get it if someone was actually being crazy and following you or something, or wouldn't leave you alone, but just being asked what your name is surviving Toronto men? It's like it's some kind of trend to expose guys as creeps now for anything they do. We saw that with the gym videos in the past. But now it's just guys who are simply even just talking to women. Like, these are the types of videos that discourage guys from putting themselves out there.
Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women, because guys don't do that anymore. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? We don't chase. We signal like, you can come up to me now.
Men don't really approach women that much anymore for a lot of different reasons, I think. But personally, I want to be approached. I would love to meet someone in real life versus online. And as long as it's a respectful approach, I'm always going to be nice. Even if I'm not interested, I'm never going to be rude to the guy. He doesn't have the confidence to come up to me, which just means he's not for me. I'm going to try harder to meet people in real life.
So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now?
These men are crazy. They're relentless. They're ruthless.
The reality is sometimes you're going to be seen as a creep no matter what. No matter how respectful or normal the approach is, you just got to be okay with that. Make peace with it, and the moral of the video is to not let these internet TikTok opinions get to you. If you want to shoot your shot, go for it. But anyways, I think that's going to wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more juicy videos coming soon to the channel. Let me know what your thoughts are on this whole situation. It's like you hear about a lot of people nowadays being lonelier than ever, not wanting to take part in superficial things like online dating, but then at the same time, you have plenty of people shaming others for socializing, not even being creepy or anything, because that's one thing, but simply shooting a shot. It's pretty sad, but let me know what your thoughts are. Leave a comment. Peace.